Right now, across thousands of kitchens in America, seniors just like you are carefully prepping meals, thinking they're doing the right thing, steaming greens, stirring tomato sauce, adding a handful of spinach to their morning smoothie, and yet without knowing it, they're slowly pushing their kidneys toward collapse. I'm Dr. Johnny, and what I'm about to tell you may go against everything you've ever believed about healthy eating. But if your creatinine levels are rising even slightly, this could be the difference between living free or spending 4 hours, 3 times a week, tied to a dialysis machine. See, most kidney damage doesn't come from dramatic events. It comes from daily repetition, from quiet decisions made at the cutting board and the dinner table, from foods that wear a mask of health but deliver slow, silent harm. And here's the cruel part no one warns you. Not your label, not your favorite recipe blog, not even the nutritionist in your last appointment. The truth. Some of the vegetables you've trusted the most, foods you thought were helping your body, might be making things worse. But this isn't a fear story. This is a wake-up call and a solution, because the power to change your numbers, protect your kidneys, and even lower creatinine naturally is right there in your kitchen. And today, I'll help you find it. We're about to uncover 6 of the most common healthy vegetables that could be spiking your potassium, damaging your filtration system, and accelerating kidney decline. And then we'll reveal 3 powerful, science-backed heroes that can gently cleanse your kidneys and restore balance to your health. And stay with me until the end, because the number one villain is something most people eat multiple times a week. And the number one hero, it's not just safe, it's cheap, common, and quietly working like medicine every time you use it. Let's begin. They're soft, they're warm. They remind us of comfort, home, and everything familiar. But the humble potato isn't just America's favorite side dish. It's also one of the most dangerous silent threats to your kidneys if your creatinine levels are high. Why potassium? That's the entire reason. One medium potato can deliver anywhere from 600 to 900 milligrams of potassium, depending on how it's prepared. That's up to half of your entire daily potassium limit from just one ingredient. Now imagine having fries for lunch and mashed potatoes for dinner. That's already well past the safe zone for someone with impaired kidney function. And here's the hidden danger: potassium doesn't knock on the door when it enters your bloodstream. It just slips in quietly, building up day after day until suddenly your heart skips, your muscles weaken, and your blood pressure climbs. And yes, there are leaching techniques, boiling, soaking, slicing, that can reduce some of the potassium. But let's be honest, are you really double boiling every potato you eat? For most people, potatoes are a convenience. But for someone managing high creatinine, they become a nutritional landmine. One wrong serving size, one casual meal, and you're inching closer to dialysis without even realizing it. Instead of playing Russian roulette with your kidneys, consider switching to low-potassium starches like white rice or mashed cauliflower. Your comfort food can still comfort you without hurting you, because the most dangerous foods aren't the ones that look scary. They're the ones we trust the most. But what if the danger isn't just hiding in your mashed potatoes, but also in your green superfoods? Let's talk about the one vegetable that's praised for strength, but might actually be flooding your kidneys with harmful crystal-forming compounds. Stick with me, because this next one will surprise you. You've heard it since childhood: eat your spinach, it makes you strong. And maybe you believed it. Maybe you still do. But if your kidneys are struggling and your creatinine is on the rise, then that innocent handful of leafy greens might be doing more harm than good. Let me explain why. Spinach is a nutritional powerhouse, yes, but it comes at a price: oxalates. These are tiny, sharp, crystal-forming compounds that, when overconsumed, can build up and form kidney stones or worsen kidney inflammation. And spinach doesn't just contain oxalates, it is absolutely loaded with them. A half cup of cooked spinach contains over 750 milligrams of oxalates, which is more than 7 times the daily limit for someone trying to manage kidney health. Add to that around 420 milligrams of potassium, and you've got a recipe for serious trouble. Now, some say you can reduce oxalates by boiling. Others recommend pairing spinach with calcium-rich foods to block absorption. And while these tips help a little, the truth is simple for seniors with impaired filtration. Spinach is just too concentrated, too risky, and too aggressive. You wouldn't feed glass dust to your kidneys. So why risk flooding them with oxalate crystals? If you still crave greens, go for kale or romaine lettuce. They offer vitamins and fiber without that deadly spike in oxalates or potassium. You're not giving up on nutrition. You're just choosing to eat smarter based on what your body needs now. Because strength isn't just about muscle. It's about wisdom and protecting the organs that keep you alive. And speaking of hidden threats, what if the next vegetable on your plate looked clean, colorful, and vibrant, but secretly launched a double assault on your kidneys every time you took a bite? You've likely seen it at the farmer's market, but you've never seen it like this. Let's talk about Swiss chard. It's beautiful. Rainbow-colored stems, leafy, elegant, vibrant. Swiss chard practically screams health at first glance, like nature's own multivitamin. But behind the colors, behind the marketing hype, lies a dangerous truth few doctors ever mention. Swiss chard can be a kidney's worst nightmare. Here's why. This leafy green isn't just high in potassium. 1/2 cup of cooked Swiss chard delivers nearly 500 milligrams, which already puts it in the red zone for kidney patients. But that's only the first half of the ambush. The second is even worse. Swiss chard is also extremely high in oxalates, the same crystal-forming compounds we just discussed with spinach, only now paired with dangerously high potassium. That's what makes it a double agent. One part strains your heart, the other attacks your kidneys. It's like fighting a battle on two fronts and losing both. And here's the kicker. Many seniors with kidney disease also deal with gout or high uric acid, and chard's purine content quietly adds fuel to that fire, too. So no, it's not about how colorful a vegetable looks. It's about what it does once it's inside your body. If you still want greens that heal instead of harm, go with cabbage, kale, or romaine. They give you fiber, vitamins, and peace of mind without putting your kidneys in crisis mode. Because when you've got only 30% of your kidney function left, every bite matters. Swiss chard is beautiful, but so is control. And that's the real power you're claiming, back one smart choice at a time. But maybe the threat isn't leafy at all. Maybe it's earthy, sweet, and served in juice bars with words like detox or circulation. The next vegetable we'll expose has a health halo so shiny, people forget it's loaded with kidney-crushing compounds. Let's talk about beets and the betrayal they carry. It's rich, it's vibrant, it stains your cutting board with a color that screams natural. For years, beets have been hailed as a superfood for circulation and blood pressure, but if your kidneys are vulnerable, that glowing red juice might be a silent red flag. Let's break it down. Beets are often promoted as heart-friendly, but for someone with high creatinine, they deliver a dual hit that makes them dangerous. First, potassium. Just 1/2 cup of cooked beets contains over 260 milligrams, not outrageous on its own, but enough to stack dangerously if combined with other foods in the same meal. But it's the second ingredient that turns beets into a kidney time bomb: oxalates. A single serving of beets can contain up to 76 milligrams, which means 1 cup could wipe out nearly your entire daily oxalate limit in one sweet, healthy-looking dish. The result, a perfect storm for anyone prone to kidney stones, elevated creatinine, or oxalate overload. And the real betrayal. Many people juice beets, concentrating these harmful compounds into a glass marketed as clean or cleansing. In reality, it's flooding your system with the very substances your kidneys are desperate to clear out. If you love the earthy sweetness of beets, try roasted red bell peppers instead. They mimic the color, offer antioxidant benefits, and keep both potassium and oxalates low. Because food isn't just about tradition or trend, It's about alignment, choosing ingredients that match the needs of the body you have now. Not the one you had 20 years ago. But what if the next danger doesn't pretend to be healthy at all? What if it's not in your salad, but simmering in your sauce? We're about to expose the comfort food classic that hides one of the highest potassium concentrations in your kitchen. And chances are it's sitting in your pantry right now. There's something comforting about a pot of tomato sauce bubbling on the stove. It smells like home, like Sunday dinners, like family. But behind that warmth hides a hidden threat, one that could be quietly spiking your creatinine every single week. The danger isn't the tomato itself, it's what we do to it. To make sauces, pastes, and purees, food manufacturers boil down massive amounts of tomatoes into small, thick portions. In the process, water evaporates, but the potassium stays concentrated. That means just 1 cup of commercial tomato sauce can pack up to 1,000 milligrams of potassium, half your daily limit in a single serving. Now think about how often you use tomato sauce spaghetti, pizza, chili, casseroles. Suddenly, that comforting flavor becomes a potassium overload trap, especially dangerous for anyone with compromised kidney function. And it gets worse, most jarred sauces come loaded with salt and hidden sugars, making the burden even heavier on your heart, your blood pressure, and your filtration system. But don't worry, this isn't the end of flavor. You can reclaim the taste without sacrificing your kidneys. One of the best swaps, a homemade roasted red bell pepper sauce. It delivers the same rich, sweet depth with only a fraction of the potassium and none of the hidden additives. Plus, it's vibrant, easy to prep, and gives your meals a clean, kidney-safe foundation. Because sometimes protecting your health doesn't mean giving things up. It means learning to prepare them differently. Food isn't just survival, it's strategy. And speaking of foods that trick the eye, the next vegetable looks innocent, even fancy, long, slender. Green, often served at holiday dinners or trendy brunches. But for anyone with high creatinine, even 6 spears might be too much. Let's talk about asparagus and the surprise it's hiding. It's the vegetable that makes your plate feel upscale. Slender, elegant, steamed just right beside salmon or tucked into a gourmet omelet. Asparagus looks like health made visible. But for people with kidney issues, this green favorite can carry a hidden cost that's rarely discussed and potentially dangerous. Here's the truth, asparagus has been falsely labeled low potassium in many wellness blogs. But if you check the actual data, just 6 medium spears can give you 190-200 milligrams of potassium, a borderline high dose, especially if your kidneys are already struggling to keep up. Now imagine adding that to a meal with other potassium-rich foods. Your body's filtration system is suddenly forced into overdrive, trying to flush out something it simply can't handle. And the consequences, hyperkalemia, a condition that can lead to muscle weakness, numbness, and even deadly heart rhythm disturbances. But that's not all. Asparagus also contains moderate purines, which can elevate uric acid, a major trigger for gout, something that already coexists with kidney disease in many seniors. So should you avoid asparagus forever? Not necessarily. But portion control becomes non-negotiable. 6 spears max, and even then, only if the rest of your meal is low in potassium. Anymore, and you're playing a risky game your kidneys can't afford. You see, the danger isn't always loud. It's quiet, beautiful, well presented. But when your body is fragile, you don't need perfection, you need precision. And now that we've unmasked all 6 villains, it's time for a breath of hope. Because just as some vegetables hurt your kidneys, others can help heal them. And the first one, it's creamy, comforting, and criminally underrated, a true kidney cleansing hero that might already be in your fridge. Let's begin the healing starting with cauliflower. Let's be honest, cauliflower hasn't always been the star of the plate. For years, it sat quietly on the side, boiled to mush, ignored, bland, forgettable. But now for anyone battling high creatinine or kidney disease, this humble vegetable has stepped into the spotlight as an unexpected hero. Cauliflower is one of the safest, most kidney-friendly vegetables you can eat. Just a half cup delivers only 88 milligrams of potassium and about 20 milligrams of phosphorus, numbers so low, they make nutritionists breathe easier. But the real magic, it's what cauliflower does beyond just staying safe. Cauliflower contains a powerful compound called sulforaphane, a natural detoxifier that helps activate your body's own anti-inflammatory defenses. That means every bite isn't just neutral, it's proactive. It helps calm the inflammation damaging your kidneys from the inside out. It supports repair. It even helps fight oxidative stress, one of the silent forces behind kidney decline. But here's where it gets exciting. Cauliflower can do something potatoes never could. It can replace them. When steamed and mashed with a little garlic or olive oil, it turns into a creamy, cozy comfort food that feels indulgent, but comes with zero guilt and zero kidney risk. That's what makes it powerful. It doesn't just protect you, it gives you your favorite foods back in a safer form, because healing shouldn't feel like punishment. It should feel like coming home to something better. And as we continue this journey, our next hero isn't a substitute, it's a flavor builder. A food so overlooked, we forget it holds medicinal power. It's not just the start of every great recipe, it could be the key to lowering inflammation and protecting kidney cells. Let's talk about onions and the secret they've been holding all along. It's the first thing that hits the pan. The scent that fills the kitchen and makes you feel like something good is coming. The onion isn't just flavor, it's foundation. And for seniors managing high creatinine, it may be one of the most underrated healing foods in your entire fridge. Let's start with the basics. Half a cup of onion contains only about 126 milligrams of potassium and almost no phosphorus or sodium. That means it checks every box for a low-risk, kidney-friendly ingredient. But what really sets the onion apart is its hidden medicinal power, something called quercetin. Quercetin is a flavonoid, a plant-based antioxidant that's been studied for its ability to reduce inflammation, neutralize free radicals, and protect delicate kidney tissues from ongoing damage. In several animal studies, quercetin showed promising results in lowering serum creatinine and BUN2 markers that directly reflect kidney function. But this isn't just about what the science says. It's about what happens when you slowly saute onions in olive oil, when their natural sugars caramelize into a sweet, savory base that lets you cut back on salt without losing flavor. That's the magic. Onions don't just support your health biologically. They also help you enjoy food again without fear. And yes, they might make you cry. But maybe that's not a bad thing. Because every tear they draw out is matched by what they give back. So if you're rebuilding your meals from the ground up, start here. Start with onions. Build flavor. Build healing. And once the foundation is strong, it's time to light the fire. Because our final hero doesn't just sit quietly in your kitchen. It's bold, pungent, ancient. And when used right, it becomes one of the most powerful kidney defenders nature has ever created. Let's talk about garlic and the chemistry of healing it unlocks. It's sharp, bold, unmistakable. Garlic doesn't whisper, it announces itself. But beneath that punchy aroma lies something extraordinary, a natural compound so powerful. It's been studied for centuries, and now science is finally catching up. For people with high creatinine, garlic is more than a flavor. It's a functional medicine in disguise. Let's start with safety. Garlic is naturally low in potassium, phosphorus, and sodium, making it a dream ingredient for kidney-conscious diets. But the real magic happens when you crush or chop it, activating an enzyme reaction that produces allicin, a sulfur compound with serious healing potential. Allicin is a known anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and blood pressure-lowering agent. It's been shown in multiple studies to reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissues, lower blood urea nitrogen BUN, and even improve serum creatinine levels over time. And while most foods take weeks, but here's the key: timing matters. You can't just toss garlic into a pan and expect allicin to form. It's created by a natural chemical reaction that only happens after you crush the clove and let it sit for 10 minutes. That simple pause unlocks the healing. That wait makes all the difference. So if your kidneys are sending you signals fatigue, swelling, lab numbers creeping up, don't just reach for medication. Reach for garlic. Use it with intention. Cook with it like your life depends on it, because in some ways, it does. You now know the truth. Your kitchen isn't just a place to eat. It's a place to heal. But knowledge only becomes power when you use it. So let's pull everything together. Let's build your daily plan, one that protects your kidneys, lowers your creatinine, and gives you the confidence to take control again. From the hidden dangers of everyday vegetables to the healing power of 3 humble kitchen heroes, you now hold something most people are still searching for: clarity. Because when it comes to kidney health, it's not about fear. It's about understanding what's really happening inside your body and how the simplest daily choices can protect it. If your creatinine is high, if your body feels heavy, swollen, or just off, you're not alone. Millions of people are walking that same path. But the difference between silent damage and steady recovery often comes down to the knowledge you act on today. So take it slow. Maybe just swap one thing this week, like mashed cauliflower instead of potatoes, or a garlic stir-fry instead of something processed. Don't chase perfection. Focus on small wins. Let your kitchen become a place of quiet healing. Give yourself time and give your body patience. Healing doesn't come in a single day, but it starts with a single step. And if this video helped you even a little, save it, bookmark it, share it with someone you love, because your kidneys won't repair overnight, but your understanding of how to protect them can begin right now. If you want more guidance on how to avoid dialysis, reverse high creatinine, and build a truly kidney-friendly life, go ahead and tap subscribe and hit the notification bell. This channel brings you the latest medical tips, nutrition advice, and simple home strategies, always backed by science, always delivered with care. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve support. And more than anything, you deserve to feel in control of your health again. Take care of your kidneys and they'll take care of you. See you in the next video, where we'll uncover the early warning signs of kidney failure that too many people ignore. Stay informed, stay empowered, and most of all, stay well.